Italian.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're here with Lindsay Jones, Aaron Zek, Kara Eberly, and Barbara Dunkelman.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. We're so happy you're here. You ready to slay at some Smash? All right,
awesome.
good.
Yeah, we're going to be playing some Smash Brothers with these ladies today.
Super Smash with Rwby.
And in case if you guys weren't watching yesterday, you know that these ladies are some of the most successful voice actors in the anime business.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell my parents.
We do.
Listen,
Mom
Mom.
and Dad, successful voice actors. They've starred in hit animes like Rwby, Red vs. Blue, and Camp Camp.
There's actually a lot of cosplay people dressed up as some of your guys' characters around us right now. It's pretty awesome.
They're everywhere.
How
Super
does that
meta.
make you all feel?
It is absolutely one of the most insane / humbling and coolest things ever. It's like I'm always like, I want to get a picture with you. Can I get a picture with you? It's fun.
And I'm sure they're incredibly honored to take that picture.
I know I would be.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, sometimes it's funny when we meet people cosplaying our characters at conventions and they don't recognize us.
Yeah.
And so we'll just be like, hey, we like your cosplay. And they'll just be like, thanks. Not
And
realizing that it's a voice actor. And so we're just
totally just missed an opportunity, you idiot.
Yeah, and it feels weird to be like, by the way, I voiced your character that you're cosplaying.
Right, like it's kind of a little bit cocky.
A little bit.
Oh, you should totally do it.
Or it's also like the walk by when we're like, love your costume, and they go, thanks. And then I'm like 5, 4. Oh my gosh, wait,
The realization.
Give it a moment.
Absolutely. Well, we have some questions from your fans.
Ooh.
Some things that they're dying to know.
Okay,
So we're going to get into that.
let's do it.
All
We're going
right.
to get into that, and we're going to commentate on what's going on over here. Because as we're asking questions, ladies and gentlemen, they're in heated combat, and we want to tell you the play-by-play.
Absolutely.
So, one of our questions from Danieler1314. What is the current biggest character flaw your character has to overcome going into Volume 7?
Ooh, big character flaws.
Yeah, what are we thinking?
Yeah.
I would say, I think for Wise, it's definitely learning how to get along with her family, and the family relationship is going to come into play a little bit more. And I think that she's, we're all growing and we're all maturing a little bit. And I think that it's going to be something that's really exciting to see.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think for all of our characters, but Yang especially too, they're teenagers. A lot of self-discovery going on right now. A lot of self-discovery about who they are as people, what they want out of life, and everything like that. And with Yang, I think she still has a lot to get over in terms of abandonment issues from her mom and things that she's experienced throughout her life.
Yeah, it's a lot of when people graduate high school, and they're almost like, oh, wait, it's real life now. What are we going to do with ourselves?
I'm almost 30 and I still don't know what I'm doing with my life.
I have no clue what's going on. I don't even know where I am.
That's all incredibly relatable.
Oh, wait, real quick. Who's player 1 and player 2?
Oh, yeah. Who's player 1 and player 2, ladies?
Lindsay's player 1, and Aaron is player 2.
And what are our characters here? I see Link.
Toon Link. And Isabel.
What is that little furry ball? All right,
Isabel.
Got
The cutest.
It is adorable.
I like that.
Very
Let's
adorable
see
match.
who vanquishes the other.
All right.
A slice to the jugular. Now a pile driver.
All right, Lindsay.
Fantastic. And instant death. Death again. She is sunk to the bottom of the abyss.
Did you win?
Toon Link.
Not yet.
So Lindsay's red.
Girls, have you played this game before, or is this the first time? Oh, okay. I see.
I've played many times at home, especially with Achievement Hunter, the other gameplay group that I work with at Rooster Teeth. So I love me some Smash. I'm not amazing at it, but I played it.
I can see the confidence in your eyes.
I think you're amazing.
Oh, she's
I really can.
dedicated right now.
No, seriously. You're ready to slay everything in front of you.
Lindsay's hardcore. And then Aaron's always ready to smash.
Just there you go, hit her.
That's really
There we
cool.
go.
She is.
I never really. So the point of Smash is just to knock the other people off the little
Right?
pieces of.
You wanna wear them
agriculture.
down until they're weak enough that you can just basically touch them and they go flying. Yeah.
Got it. I do like it when they go flying, and it's like Team Rocket blasting off type of
And you
thing.
just hear a
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of how I want to go out, just like flying through the air.
That's the way to go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's the way to go.
explosions.
Yeah.
What?
All right, so let's ask another question.
Okay.
So Stu Baca94 said, what advice would you give voice actors starting off in their careers after you've learned so much from Rwby?
Oh, goodness.
Don't expect.
Oh, do we have a little rage quit?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, she slammed the controller down, ladies and
I want
gentlemen.
to, wait, ready? Want to trade?
Heated, truly heated.
I want to go. Let's do it.
All right.
That's what I
Switching
do.
it up, folks.
All
Switching
right.
it up.
Switching it up. I would say for people wanting to get into voice acting, it's definitely a very challenging industry to get into, as with a lot of jobs in entertainment. But there's always some opportunity, whether it's big or small, even if it's just doing a voiceover in a car commercial on the radio, or if your friend's animating a cartoon, doing a voice in their show. But it's like how to get into the voice acting industry and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely kind of being at the right place at the right time is a lot of it as well, which
that's the entertainment industry.
Yeah,
entertainment industry in a nutshell.
I respect that.
But always opportunities.
Do you have any advice for young up-and-coming voice actors?
I feel like I could use some advice, so I don't know if I'm in a position to give people advice just yet.
None at all, huh?
We're still learning.
Respect. Respect.
Learning on the
I
job.
learned something about car commercial auditions now. Like there's a Honda commercial. You have to put in a bunch of uh-huhs. So that's literally my advice.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Like you're listening. Like the helpful Honda person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That sounded
learned
just
that.
like a helpful Honda person.
Yeah, it did. I saw a helpful Honda person
Thank you.
right in front of me.
That's all I got.
Oh,
She's
all
ready
right.
to go already.
We have match 2 going on over here.
Absolutely.
I still see a face of determination and confidence muddled with the face of fear
like Kara's
and anguish.
Kara's
And frustration. There's
Yes.
a lot of frustration happening right now.
That's Kara's gaming style. She gets real into it.
She's got her legs
The
tucked
buttons
up
on the
underneath
back do
her.
that.
I gotta
She's
tell
got
you,
full
if
body
she remains
gameplay.
undefeated, I have to jump in.
Oh,
Even though I don't know what I'm doing, I gotta try.
Both
I think
Kara
that
and I
she'll take
suck.
you out.
I'm not even
suck.
bothering because I already know I'll just fall off without anybody touching me.
I've never used this controller before. Like it's got buttons on the back, and I don't know how to use those.
Oh, they weirdo
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a preferred console? Do you
Disadvantage.
play video games?
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah.
Usually the Xbox, but I've been actually trying
Okay.
more stuff on PC lately.
Okay.
So I've been enjoying that.
Master
Yeah.
Race.
Which do you
Understood.
Amen. What do you prefer?
It depends on the game. So there's some games that are better on the PC because you need that more precise movement and things like that, and things that are more fun when you just have a controller and could just mess around.
Well put.
I'm
I'm a
So-
PS4 girl.
PS4?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'll play The Sims. On
You like The Sims?
Hell yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
because
Who
you
doesn't like The Sims?
I like.
They're fantastic.
It's sick
Yeah.
because I like making like chambers of death and like despair, like making your own dungeon and like.
Should we
That's a healthy
sit a little
thing.
further away from you right now then?
Probably.
Yeah, a little extra space from King Mage might not be a bad idea. What else we got?
All right,
waiting for
so
the new
Hounds of War ask, and I guess this is for all of you. What was your favorite volume to record for? To record for? Wow, I can't read. To record for, and why? So
Favorite
what's your
volume?
favorite? Exactly. We have a personal favorite.
For me, I would say probably Volume 5. Only because there's a big story arc with Yang and her mom, Raven, in that volume. And that was a lot more emotionally trying for me as a voice actress, which is always fun to do because when you're used to kind of playing a character that's more one-dimensional in a lot of senses up until a certain
It
point.
switches things up a little bit. yeah.
Exactly. It becomes a little more of a challenge, a little more fun to do. So I would say Volume 5.
I gotta say Volume 5 too. Like that's
Okay,
when
2 for 2 on
Blake goes back home and starts talking. Like you don't even know that she's got parents. Basically, you think she's an orphan, but she's not. She's got a mom and a dad, and she's got like daddy issues, just like all of us do. And it was a new thing to take on because she has to interact with her family, and that was just. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm very eloquent. I'm very good with words.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, but I also
eloquent.
really enjoyed the end of it where she like rallies the troops of the White Fang and makes everybody go good again and that kind of thing. And it was just it was more of a challenge to work on.
And that's got to be more fun.
It is
in the studio,
yeah,
right?
I think that's why
I would
I
say
enjoy
so.
it more because it felt like work again.
I do have a question for you. Building on this, you were talking about how it was more emotionally driven. We don't see your faces, right? And
Thankfully.
oh no, your beautiful faces! These beautiful faces.
Normally people have to deal with me, and that's a travesty. So we're doing good here, folks. That's fantastic.
How do you deal with emotion in the studio? I mean, how was that experience in conveying emotion through your voice?
It's challenging for sure. With traditional acting, camera acting, I guess you would say, you have your facial expressions, your body language that could all convey that emotion. It can be very subtle in a lot of senses. But with voice acting, that's all you have. So to convey fear or sadness or whatever it is, you have to get the tones and the inflections right.
That's a talent. It's
Which
not
is- it's a
easy,
struggle.
ladies and gentlemen.
It
It's
was-
not. It was
definitely
difficult.
difficult with Blake in the beginning because she is such like a monotone kind of character. So I had to re-record the first scene a couple of times because I had to figure out the balance. But it's gotten easier over time. You just kind of figure out where you've got to place yourself, and it just kind of flows, I guess.
Yeah. So it just kind of comes to you over time.
What is going on over there? All right, so we got Jigglypuff against dark, evil-looking Kirby. All right.
Kirby's my favorite to play.
Okay. Wait, who won the last match, guys?
Who do you think?
Okay, so she's still undefeated.
Kara's coming in hot.
But we have a face of determination. Looks like she's really trying to vanquish the champion.
I don't know.
I respect that.
Kara seems more determined, I think.
I just love how into it she is.
I know. I respect that.
Full body.
She's living this, ladies and gentlemen.
Lindsay
She's
looks
living.
You hear some dance in your chair.
Completely unfazed.
I love this little leg kick.
All right, so here we have another one. If auras had a scent, what do you think your character's auras would smell like?
If auras had a scent, what our characters' auras would smell like? Mine would smell like... What's yellow?
Yellow.
I don't want to say pea.
Oh God.
No, not pea.
Lemon?
I would say...
What's yellow?
Yeah, like a citrus.
Or daisy?
Oh.
Mine would be like kind of
fresh
citrusy, I think.
smell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the scent of a freshly opened book.
Oh.
That is a scent that I am quite fond of, actually.
Now, since they're in heated battle, I'll let you speak for them. What do you think their auras would smell like, in your own
Ruby's gonna
opinion?
smell like cookies.
Ruby's gotta smell like cookies for sure.
Cookies.
Freshly baked cookies.
Okay.
Weiss.
Weiss, I feel, would be like
Linen.
like a waterfall or
Cotton.
linen or something.
Yeah,
Something very fresh.
Like a very fresh, yeah, exactly.
My aura would just smell like shame. Shame and sadness.
Wow.
Would
That's
be
me. We
everywhere.
just have the same aura in real life. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
How about you, nerd wife? Do you have an aura?
I've never really thought about that.
I know, that's a good... I've never thought of that question either.
I would probably say like freshly baked pie.
Ooh. Like apple pie, cherry pie, pecan pie.
I feel like all American apple pie.
All right.
That's
All
me.
American
That makes me
apple
hungry.
pie.
We should get some snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are the snacks? It's
All right.
gaming and snacks. You need both of them.
I'm hungry now.
I'm starving.
All right, we're still going on over here. All right, guys. Clearly, she's continuing to win. Does she have a hope and a chance of besting the champion?
I think so.
No? All right, we got a no, we got a yes.
Okay,
Okay.
we're conflicted.
Is
Kara,
there
you
like
can
a
do it.
dragon behind it or something?
All right,
I'm
I
Team
need you to
Kara.
just invoke. All right, so wait, so who's Kirby? How does this work? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, she's Kirby.
Yep, Lindsay.
Got it.
What is that?
Kirby is so OP.
What is that giant creature in the background?
Disturbing. That's what he
Ew.
is.
All right.
That's me when I haven't eaten yet.
I'm just about there.
Or when I've
So,
eaten too much.
Here's another question from just out of Radley. What are the parts of your respective characters that you find the best and the worst?
The qualities?
The qualities of your own character, correct.
Blake's perfect.
We're all perfect.
In
you
a
heard it here,
own
folks.
way.
All perfect. There are no bad.
Flawless.
Flawless.
Blake doesn't talk about her feelings a lot. She, instead of like dealing with them, she used to run and hide and just kind of a very unhealthy thing to do. But I think she's getting better at that.
Yeah, I think so. She's growing.
Good quality. When she is honest, she's honest.
Stands up for her teammates.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. She's a hard worker. I don't know.
It's like a job interview. Yeah, it's like a job interview. I'm a quick learner, and I'm adaptable, and I'm a team player.
My fault is that I love too much.
Big fault to have, ladies and
She
gentlemen.
cares too much. Really not bad.
There you go.
Greatest weakness, best and worst qualities. For Yang, I would say her best qualities is like how much she cares about the people in her life, and like how she'll do anything for them. But also that's kind of a bad quality because you have to learn when to draw the line. And
She's
so
got a temper too, doesn't
she also has a temper, which I guess is also a bad quality. Or a good one, depending on how you look at it.
You're just making. She's good and bad. All of her qualities.
Whatever way you look at it.
That's
Moderation.
Life, you know, some of our best qualities can also be our worst qualities. So very true.
We're at a different map now.
Oh, wait.
So they changed it up. Are you still undefeated, my dear? Okay.
Just for now, it sounds like the tides might be turning.
All right. I think she's learning. She looks like she's adapting as she plays.
Kara is a quick learner.
She's a little
That's what-
Broly
that's
over
what she
here.
is.
All right.
Is that Kara's strong personality trait?
Yeah.
Quick learner.
And dedication to the craft. I respect that. She has not given up yet.
I think she's gonna
Not
fail.
a quitter.
What else? do
Love
we
it,
have
yeah.
here as far
Oh,
as
they're
what-
smashing each other, that's for sure.
It's really exciting to watch Kara play. I mean, I can barely watch the game. I'm just watching her.
Yeah,
We
I
need like a
to just-
Kara cam.
Yeah, a Kara cam.
Do you know what your character's name is, Carol?
All right, so here.
See, this is how good it's going.
Which outfits of Team Rwby did you like the best?
Which
Original,
outfits?
second version, or current one?
I mean, the OG outfit was pretty great. I think that, holds a special place in our
Yeah.
hearts for all the girls. But I think I like an upcoming outfit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I need to see
something
it.
we
Do
may
you
not
have
be
yours?
aware of.
I want to see it.
Oh, secrets.
Oh,
I
I've
like
seen
this.
like
Okay.
We're learning things.
I really love her new one, but I like her pajamas the most.
pajamas, yeah.
I like that one the
Yeah.
most.
I
Right.
do, yeah,
Comfortable
the
pajamas.
previous volume was fun.
Yeah.
We kind of had Yang had a Western kind of theme going, which was
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
And you had like a
A pirate.
pirate.
Oh, that's so
We're
cool.
pirates and
I'm digging the pirate.
Pirates
Oh,
are
I'm digging the pirate. Yeah.
I really liked her sporty outfit. She wore it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I guess that was
white
the
jacket.
second outfit, right?
Yeah, it reminded me of Sporty Spice.
Yeah. We're all Spice Girls.
You're
I like
the Spice
it.
Girls.
I
That's
like
good.
it.
Spice Girls
Did
are-
you win?
No.
Oh,
She's like, I'm close. I'm so close.
she's not giving up.
She knows something funny. I was talking to a child the other day, probably 11 or 12 years old, and she had her hair up like the Spice Girls. And I said to her, "Oh, you look like Scary Spice." And she's like, "What's a Scary
I
Spice?"
know.
Oh, it's
I was like,
sad.
That's
Sad.
that's these days.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
What do we got
Yeah.
here?
Rip
That's a good
Spice
question.
Girls.
I only recently learned about Billie Eilish, so all of these people are like new to me. So
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. Asked by somebody by the name of Spartan Prime 2017. What jobs, besides being huntresses, would your characters have chosen? So if you had another
Jobs,
profession, what are we
yes.
thinking here?
civil lawyer,
Civil lawyer.
yeah,
Okay.
like civil
Noble.
rights lawyer.
Noble profession.
That is
I feel like
noble.
either that or librarian.
Yeah. I feel like
Just like one of two things.
Yang would be like a personal trainer or bodybuilder.
I can see that.
She's
Or a mechanic.
she's so ripped. I mean, how could she not be?
You could be a mechanic.
A
That'd be hot.
mechanic? Ooh, that'd actually be really sexy.
Yeah,
I was
right?
gonna say,
I'd be down for that.
That's kind of
Right,
sick,
Michelle
like,
Rodriguez?
Hell yeah.
That'd
Get
be
all like
cool.
dirty and stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, I want fan art.
It is
A little
very hot.
sweaty, a little grimy.
She wants
Oh,
fan art.
my.
So get on it.
Fan art.
Yang the mechanic.
Yang
Guys,
the mechanic.
fan art. All right, we need mechanic versions of these girls' stat.
I need it. I need it in my life.
Needs it in their lives right now.
Make it happen. And we're in the snow now.
Okay, now we're in the snow.
It's like Atlas.
This is just an odyssey of
your
competition.
good thing.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta fight fast or you'll freeze.
Do you want to play at all?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay,
I'm good
just
just watching.
commentating?
I used to play this game with my brother, so I got my fill.
Got it. Can I call dibs on winner? Can I play? Oh, you guys are the coolest. I'm scared, but I'm ready.
I think that she has got you covered. I don't think that you have a chance, my friend.
I don't think so
this.
either.
I gotta do this for the kingdom.
I would put money on it though.
You want to put money on it? I'm gonna lose. No. All right.
I'm open-minded.
Okay. Feel good? I can tell.
We're gonna
All right,
mix it up?
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
How
Take over.
How do we get you over there? I'll hold down the fort.
Okay,
We
got this.
We have questions here for you. Hold on. All right.
Now we will see who the ultimate champion is.
Lindsay, I think.
Lindsay, I think. My money's still on Lindsay.
All right.
No one noticed that. Yeah, so stealth.
Nobody
so stealth.
saw a thing.
Nobody saw
It was a pleasure watching you play. An absolute pleasure.
I tried. I tried.
You tried so hard. It was great. All right. Let's see. In your opinion, was Adam ever a good person who fell into darkness, or was it always a mask?
I don't think he's ever been a good person.
Never.
I think as a child, he was one of those people that like dissected animals.
Oh.
Like I feel like he's
Like
always-
Andy from, or not Andy, what's his face from Toy Story?
Toy Story, yeah.
Sid? Yeah.
I feel like Adam's always been a bad guy. Like I for some reason there's been a lot of people who are really upset that he doesn't have a redemption story, but that's kind of the point. He's not a good dude, and sometimes people just aren't good.
You're just a bad egg
Yeah.
from the start.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people always want to find the good in villains in a lot of stories, and sometimes it's just like some people are just villains, some people are just bad people, and they, that's just their character and the way they are. And
some people just have bad blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, and Adam's one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's check in over here on King.
He's like commentating himself.
Lindsay's player one
commentating
still.
himself. Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, I think Lindsay's still
She's
crushing.
crushing it. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, you don't look like you're doing too good. I'm kind of proud.
Good luck.
Really
Phoebe.
nice.
I love it.
I don't know that. I don't
she's
know
the
that
leader.
Lindsay any help right now.
Right, we'll see.
I think he's just completely out of luck.
Lindsay's like, Lindsay knows all
I don't
the
even know
buttons
what
and all like the
character.
cheats. She's
Cute
like,
Link
yeah,
and
push A for this to
Who's
get to
Simon?
grab it, get this. And I'm like, what? You knew this and didn't tell me? But I'm not surprised.
I could have prepared. You could have told me these things ahead of time.
She's like, just push A and B and the left bumper stick, not bumper.
joystick.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
she's kicking his butt.
Clearly, I play games quite a bit.
What would you say your favorite game is?
You are not
Actually,
doing
really
well.
do like Mario Kart, like the old school Nintendo 64 Mario Kart was awesome, right? That was the best. Yeah,
Classic.
Rainbow Road.
What you guys doing down there?
I was just gonna ask you, ladies. I asked her, what is your favorite game to play?
Favorite game?
Other than The Sims, we know you like The Sims.
I really like Skyrim, and I really enjoy Borderlands.
Borderlands,
Yeah.
really?
I'm
Wonderful.
waiting for the third one.
I was gonna say it's coming.
It's so exciting. Oh, and Animal Crossing. After this convention, I'm having to get a Switch so I can play the new Animal Crossing game.
Awesome.
I've got an itch to scratch.
An itch for Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Isabel was from Animal Crossing. That's who I was playing as, the little dog one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Animal Crossing is just like a really good time-wasting game. Like it helps with my anxiety and stuff like that.
Games are so good for that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Stardew Valley is a good one for that too.
Oh,
See, I
yes.
think I started playing that ages ago on the. Can you play it on the 3DS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played
Sorry,
on
no,
PC.
I played on the Switch.
Well, I don't have a Switch yet.
Oh. Okay.
Someone would buy me a Switch.
I was just mentioning it's another good one. If
Yeah,
you're
I'll
really
play
good.
Stardew Valley.
Looking for
It's
it.
very calming.
It's a very calming game.
Is it?
I also played Skyrim. Love Skyrim.
Stardew
Nice.
Valley.
And then I actually got really into Smite
Really?
a long time ago.
I remember that. Y'all
Yeah.
were freaking obsessed.
We were obsessed with it. We had a tournament at work, and so we all started learning how to play, and I got obsessed with it, and I wanted to play it every day.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Akil, our other host, I think you all met yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a big fan of Smite.
Oh, yeah?
He is.
He's probably
Smite
beat me.
fan?
I haven't played in a long time, and I only mastered like one character, so...
I would love to see that happen.
Y'all used to
I would love to see that
have,
happen.
tournaments after hours. And
Yeah,
stuff.
we had like a setup at our office, and me and a bunch of coworkers used to just go and play
Bunch of
afterward.
nerds.
During work too, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
like The
who won that
Office.
first match?
Lindsay.
What did I
Lindsay's
say?
undefeated.
I
Is
called
that right?
it.
Lindsay is.
I
yeah.
called it.
You're
I
a
knew it.
dragon.
Knock him off. Knock him off. Oh, I just want to kind of zone out here and watch
I know, I'm
her
like,
play
yeah,
the
that's
last
what I'm
time.
doing.
It's a really pretty game. I wanted to play on that one. Are those bacon clouds? I can't see. Flying carpet.
Flying carpets, but
There we go.
I'm going with bacon clouds.
I like bacon clouds.
They do
too.
look like
That's
bacon.
actually way
Yeah.
cooler.
I think you can tell we haven't had lunch yet.
Yeah, clearly.
I don't like when the map moves.
We got food on the brain. Oh my god, you guys, now I can't stop thinking about the idea of a world with bacon clouds.
Ooh. Would there be like
imagine?
different kinds? Like, if they're really, storm clouds, would it be like a crispier bacon?
I don't
and then
eat
like
pork.
Yeah. Or you could even have like
bacon.
Canadian
I started
bacon
following
clouds.
Oh, there you
round
go.
ones.
Yeah, the round. They're perfect.
Yeah.
Miniature pigs, so I don't eat pork anymore.
Oh.
What was that?
Whoa.
I started following a bunch of mini pigs on Instagram because of this one.
Mini pigs are cute.
And it just made me feel really bad, so I stopped eating pork.
Oh, I want one of those so bad. They're
Yeah.
just the most adorable
They're
things.
so
They
cute.
turn
They're a
into
lot of
actual
work,
pigs.
though.
Yeah.
A lot of maintenance.
And I've heard that sometimes you can get them small and not realize that they're not going to stay that size. You might
Yeah.
accidentally get like a big haul.
Everyone-
Well, they
everyone thinks-
usually do, yeah.
Everyone thinks they're teacup pigs, but that just doesn't
They're
exist.
just
That's not a
baby
thing.
pigs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real size pig.
They later
Pigs
grow
are
up to
actually
be
really
pigs.
intelligent, though. Like I had a French exchange student, and she had a pet pig, potbelly named Pikachu.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They're smarter than dogs. It's what I understand.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
they
smart.
know how to do tricks and stuff. It's super cute.
All right, I got another question for you ladies while they duke it out on the bacon clouds.
Yes, duke it out.
What do you think was the hardest challenge that your respective character had to face? Hardest challenge.
I'd probably say, first of all, just going to begin in the beginning, you know, not knowing anybody. She obviously wasn't someone that a lot of people, you know, really liked. She wasn't that warm of a person. She was kind of cold. That's why that's why they call her the Ice Queen, you know. So I think just adjusting to the world outside of what she knew, way back when, was probably something that was really hard for her, but also something that I really am proud of her for, was when she, you know, stood up to her dad at the fundraiser and told him and everybody else to shut up. I was like, yes.
Strong woman. I like that.
Learning how to be your own person, I think.
That's a struggle for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Biggest challenge, I think the fight with Adam at the end of Volume 6, I think was a huge challenge for Yang, because she was suffering from severe PTSD because of everything she experienced with him and losing her arm and all that stuff, and just being afraid of him and what he represents. So her just putting that all behind her to help Blake and fight with her and everything like that, I think was a huge moment for that character.
These ladies are so inspiring. My gosh.
Oh, thank you.
For Blake, I honestly think it's her going home. And like,
what? Lindsay got beat? Lindsay got beat? What?
Oh, things are happening.
Nice. But after...
Wow.
I bet against you.
She's really good. I'm convinced she kind of went easy on me. I appreciate that.
Very nice.
Well, congratulations to King Meech, I guess.
Okay. All right,
We are in the midst of hearing about our greatest challenges.
my greatest challenge was to win.
I was going to say, yours is playing against Lindsay. All right. Your greatest challenge.
Yeah, coming back after her parents left the White Fang when they turned bad, I think that was a big challenge for her, to go back home and confront her parents and have that big talk that she had with her dad, and then overcoming all of her insecurities with like Adam and stuff, and again rallying the troops of the White Fang. I think that was a big one for her. Like, obviously when Adam came back, their big confrontation was very important, but I actually do think that was more for Yang as well, as like Blake was
Definitely a
Blake
team
got over
effort.
her Adam thing back when she was on Menagerie, so I don't know.
Sounds like all of your ladies are incredibly inspiring and inspirational to other young people. Someone to look up to.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, and we can.
So
share
our
this.
grand champion was playing the entire time, so we didn't get a chance to talk to her that much.
It was just an excuse for me to nerd out and play video games. I'm not gonna lie.
So I want to ask her a few questions, and if you guys have any, chip in. If your character from Rwby, your aura, right? If it had a taste, or a flavor, or a smell, or anything like that, what do you think it would be?
I think I heard someone earlier saying it would be like a bakery smell. I have to agree. Yeah, some kind of
bakery.
cookies.
Okay,
Cookies. Yeah,
fresh cookies.
absolutely.
I respect that. I like that a lot.
Or roses don't really know each other.
What else you got for me, Amber?
I guess.
Oh yeah.
Greatest challenge? Is that a good question?
Greatest challenge. Yes.
What do you think your character's greatest challenge would be?
Ooh, for Rwby herself, I mean, I feel like a lot of her arc and growth has been just trying to find herself and strength within herself. Usually she's, when we first start off, she's very shy and she's kind of not really like used to interacting with other people. She's a lone wolf. Now she has to not only interact with people, but become a team leader. So, yeah, the biggest thing would just be finding that inner strength. And now, for anyone who's caught up with the show, she's also stood up to her uncle, who's been kind of a leadership figure to her. So now she's finding it within herself to say, no, I am the leader. We will take charge.
I respect that. Power, strength.
Confidence.
I like that.
I like it too. Well, here's our last question for you, ladies.
Ooh, last
today.
question.
Let's go.
Are there any common fan opinions about your characters that you don't agree with? Any common fan opinions about your characters that you don't agree with?
I think Weiss secretly has a thing for Jean and just will not admit it. Absolutely. And if she doesn't, I'm rooting for that. So.
I think it's cool that every person who watches the show has their own opinions and their own headcanons and stuff like that, and I think that's part of a really beautiful thing with especially animated shows and getting to escape into a world of fiction. It's really cool. I think the only thing that bothers me personally is when, a story's going a different way and someone has an idea of where they want it to go and it doesn't match up necessarily with that, and then maybe gets upset with us or the writers of the show, and it's it's hard to address because we want everyone to enjoy the show and to be able to see themselves in these characters, but it's going a certain way based off what the story is taking it. So yeah, nothing bothers me too much unless it becomes really defensive or mean or aggressive.
They can't just enjoy the ride a little bit.
Exactly, and like there's a difference between criticism and hate, and that's something kind of we have to balance the line of a little bit.
Fans transfer into the hate zone really easily.
Very easily, yes.
I know that there's some people that ship Blake with Adam, and I think that's really gross. It just feels wildly inappropriate because Adam is an incredibly emotionally manipulative and abusive person, and that just doesn't seem like a healthy thing.
No, and a person that's been that way forever, according to you. So yeah, unredeemable.
Yeah,
It sounds like a bad idea.
I other than that, I've not really seen anything that I don't really agree with, but I also don't really see too much. So
I feel like, if anything, for me, it's interesting when people say, like, this is a bad character, or this character just shouldn't exist in the show, because everyone's so complex, and they're bringing different things to the table, and that's how life is, that's how people are, so it's kind of like, well, we don't want someone to be one-dimensional and just good or bad. Everyone's very complicated.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Well,
I like what you
ladies,
said.
We just want to thank you so much for being here today and taking the time to answer all these questions.
Of course, yeah.
Seriously, ladies, this was awesome. We appreciate you. I know everybody around this room appreciates you.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for being a badass
it was an
at that
honor.
video
Thank
game.
you so much about what
And,
you do, about your character.
Tune in, guys. Rwby.